Hey guys, Mike from What's Mike's Doing Today. Hey, we're in a different city today. We're in a little bit bigger city, Oklahoma City. We're going to see if there's anything I'd pass or buy in this particular city on Facebook Marketplace. So let's go ahead and get started. The very first one is a 70 C10 in Norman, Oklahoma. Tailgate looks good. No engine, no title, traded in Arkansas, don't have time to restore it. Well, where's the hood? Body has some nice patina to it. He's wanting $500 for this truck. Wait a second. It looks to be sitting on blocks, so you'd have to take wheels to even go get this one. You can't tell. It looks like the rear end sitting on blocks too. $500 is probably a pretty good parts truck. If you had another project similar sitting around. uh, 81 2500 cab. All right, 47,000 miles. The description says pretty good truck, not pretty. Four brand new tires, new gas tank, spark plugs, brand new Edelbrock carburetor. Runs good. Rusty frame is solid. No title, bill of sale. The interior is really, really rough. You can tell that dash has been sunbaked. This one fender is crunched, and that bed is really, really rusty. If it ran halfway decent, this might be another donor vehicle for parts if you had one. Because the fenders, the bed, the doors, everything is the same as the half ton model. Excuse me. I found one that was really neat to me. Let's see here. 68 International, 1750. Posted for a friend. May need motor. Oh, may need minor work. Open to offers, cash only. You want 1750 for this one. And it looks like the cab and stuff has been put in primer. It's full of junk. Everything looks fairly solid on it. Oklahoma truck, you shouldn't have. There's a little bit of rust starting right here, but in an Oklahoma truck, you shouldn't have too much rust. I don't have any clue on the Internationals what motor that would be. 3/4 ton kind of kills this International. For me, I would half ton would be better. Here's a 1966 Oldsmobile 4-door. Wheel run, wheel runs and drives. Just needs a couple things. Bring your own battery. Whoa. And back tires. Need air. Starter is also back. Clean title. Contact if interest. And they want cash only. Cash on the barrel head. It's a Delta 88. It does not say what size engine it has. It appears to be kind of a, I don't know what color that would be. It needs a headliner. And I don't really like it when they put tarps over it. The tarps just rub the what paints off of it. Looks like it was running in about the 90s. Those looks like about 90s air wheels right there. It's a pretty straight little car. It might make somebody a nice little hot rod. That tire's flat in that picture. I guess they're covering it up so the city wouldn't get onto them. It does not have a post, so that would make it a kind of a cool car, even though it's a four door. That means when you roll this window down and the front window down, there's nothing there. Uh, how much did they say they wanted for this one? $2,700, and it could be yours. Here's this 1973 with a video. This guy's actually doing a walk around. Most guys just sit there and let it run through the by the exhaust, and you can't see how the truck actually looks. This guy is actually doing a pretty good video. It is a long bed. I think that front fender's crinkled under a little bit. Oh, that's funny. It's a TikTok video on Facebook. They want $1,620 for it. It has some bumps and bruises, but looks like a bulldog on the hood. Let's read the description here. It says, "Oh my God, Becky, look at that patina. Congratulations, your dream truck just hit the market." 1973 International Harvester 1110 pickup V8 automatic. Been parked since 1997 because transmission went out. It's all there. Keys are hanging in the ignition. I threw some junk tires on it and removed the stuck brake shoes so it'll roll easy and load easy. No title. So, and again, because I've been through the bonded title process, I $500 off the top of the price. That's what it takes for me to get a title for it. I do kind of like the Bulldog. That's just not a really popular body style when it comes to the internationals. And the tailgate's full of rust. I don't know. Without a title, I, do have to do all that lead work. I'd probably have to pass on that one. 1976, or I'm sorry, 1967 Chevrolet station wagon, $2,500. Nova station wagon for parts has a 66 front end on it, a good tailgate, bumpers. Da, 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 da. They want $2,500 for the station wagon, and that's not even one of the popular station wagons. So that would definitely be a pass, unless you knew somebody that needed the front end for the actual two-door car or four-door car. I don't even think that's $2,500 worth of sheet metal and parts, but that's up to y'all. That's definitely a pass for me. Here we go. This truck's in Lubbock. It's a 1973 Chevy 454 Longhorn Edition. I have parts to go. The truck runs and drives good. Does need a master cylinder to drive it home. Enabled on the and able on the road with a paint job, new carpet, new seat. It'd really be a nice truck. Well, first off, I guess that's the parts he said he was going to send with it. Uh, it doesn't look like much parts to me. God, I hope this is not the truck. Well, I guess that's the parts truck. See, that's a different color. Okay, yeah, he did have a parts truck to go with it, but that doesn't look like. You mean you have the bed, you have a door, you have the brake system, and right there's a master cylinder. If it was any good, looks like the hood's laying on the ground. He wants. He actually went up on his price. He was showing 2,000. Now it says 2,300. And see, somebody. I wish people would just leave the paint alone because they painted that flat black, and this truck has absolutely no value to me because by the time I made two trips to go get this parts truck and that other truck, I just couldn't do anything with it. Okay, I'm getting into some boats. All right, I'm gonna have to do a search. I'm already getting into a bunch of junk. Okay, well let's search for Ford trucks. First one we're coming up against is a 1968 Ford F100 truck, $700. It was only driven 150,000 miles. It has a straight six in it. Um, there's no description at all. So it does say it has a clean title. The hood's laying in the bed, so I'm wondering if the fenders and stuff are laying in the bed. There's the VIN number. It has a bunch of floorboard rust. The seat needs to be redone. It looks like the gauge cluster is missing. So the way it looks with this one, for some reason they got ratchet straps, I guess, holding the tailgate on. Yeah, there's the fender. One of them, both of them, it looks like. It has some rust in this door. Man, it's pretty rusty. My suggestion on this one would be find a long bed cab that was in a lot better shape, and then that short bed motor's been left open, so it's sea solid. See, there's some more rust. That's in the bed. No, that truck's scrap. There's no salvageable. Maybe the rear end is salvageable, but I mean, you'd have to replace the entire bed floor to even make that one even. It just needs to go get crushed. Here's a '68 GMC 2500 long bed regular cab. I would hope the vehicle is paid off. Let's see here. It's a 4x4 with a 305 V6. So it has the crappiest V6 that they ever produced. It had a ton of torque, but you ain't going to get there very fast. It does have a 4-speed manual, fuel tank. Pretty solid. And it says notice to operator. I don't know what that's about. And it has a flatbed on it. So you'd have to find a bed for this one. But that is dang sure not worth what he's asking for it at all. I mean, look, there's a battery keeping it from rolling backwards down the hill. So apparently the emergency brake don't work. It does have a nice set of wheels and tires on it. I'll give him that. And it shows how to shift it into 4-wheel drive. How much did he want for this thing? $5,500. Would y'all actually pay $5,500 for that? It's not missing the bed. It's not a V8. It is 4-wheel drive, so that ups it. This is a $2,000 truck all day long. I mean, if it had the original bed, that would up the value some, but I mean, brand new wheels and tires for $2,000. I mean, that's not bad. I would definitely not offer him the $5,500 on this truck. It's people just think because they have an old truck that it's worth a ton of money, and that's not necessarily the case. Here we go. We got another Chevrolet '86 short bed, missing the door panel. That's one thing I don't like seeing. There's a valve cover sitting in the seat. I wonder why there's a valve cover sitting in the seat. He's having trouble getting the hood open. It appears to have both valve covers on there. Some cheap chrome ones. Chrome will get you home type situation. Um, in that picture, it had two of the headlights in it. That's all he has. The video in that one picture. Let's see, 86 C10 runs but knocks. Throw me a cash offer. Trade for a motorcycle. If nice, I will add cash. Green, have a clean green title. How much did you want for that rolling turd? $2,500. Well, I know the short beds are going up in value. Um, you can get you a long block from O'Reilly's, a 350, and drop in it. It doesn't say. It does have the automatic transmission. That should be a 700R truck. Uh, but you're looking at a lot of expense to get the grill pieces, get some tires on it, matching wheels, and get it lowered a little bit. So, yeah, I'd probably offer them $1,500 for that truck. The '76 Ford F-150 The seller's description says new fuel tank, new fuel pump, new fuel filter rebuilt. Car, master cylinder, engine bay, power, distribution black, alternator and spark plugs. Oh, well, cool. It is a four on the floor. And again, I'm going to repeat myself. I hate it when people start primering them. Uh, leave them the original color. They're worth more to me if they're the original color. And he has three pictures, no pictures of the inside. That is definitely not a $5,000 truck. Hey, that one runs and drives. They're actually driving it up onto the trailer. It's missing its grill. If the ad is up, still available, removed when sold. If I don't respond to the ad, if the truck is available, truck was lost. Do not have a bill to sell. So, okay, the title was lost. So apparently he might have never got the title transferred into his name because I know in my state you can go down and get a new title if you got it in your name. They're asking $4,000. And again, depending whether or not he can find a title, I'd have to minus about $500 off his price automatically because that's what it costs in my state to get a bonded title for it. He did drive it to the gas station. The interior's in okay shape. You can tell that they replaced the gauges with some aftermarkets. And it looked like in this other picture, yeah, somebody cut the doors, put speakers in them. There's a whole bunch of stickers all over the dash. Engine bay looks remarkably clean. Yeah, I would if I was in the market for this truck, I would definitely offer him about 3250. Uh, that lost title and the stickers all over the dash that I have to clean up to get off is just not my cup of tea. 92 is too new. I don't want to look at 92. Here we go. We got a 1960 Ford F600. Nice truck. It has a 292 V8 4-speed, smooth running, new battery. Not sure exactly sure what kind of fire truck, possibly a water truck. It has a real siren, not sure actual mileage. It is, the front end's beautiful on that truck. This would be one of them trucks that you could update the running gear a little bit, get it a little bit more power, put a ramp on the back of it, and have you a real nice ramp truck. Or an extra big pickup. That might even make a good gooseneck hauler so you can haul your other cars on it. Get some interiors even pretty clean. You wouldn't get there fast, but you dang sure get there. You have a bunch of room in here to Probably put you a little bit bigger power plant in it. Keep it forward. See, I bet I can't tell what lug pattern that is. Looks like a big 8 lug pattern. So you might be even able to lower it down some with some different size tires. How much was he asking for this again? Y'all are supposed to help me remember. $5,000. That one has potential. Not nothing that I'm particularly looking for, but that one does have some potential. And I didn't see hardly any rust in that one at all. Okay, here's an 83 four-wheel drive Dodge short bed. They're asking $5,000 for it. AC, power brakes, power steering, power windows, cruise control, runs and drives, needs some TLC. Nice project, almost rust free, very rotor, cool truck. Head turner, idles nice, shifts out well, steering has slack in it. Brakes work, but they need attention, maybe some lines. Headlights are not working, gauges are not working properly, missing AC compressor, clear Oklahoma title. 5,000 or best offer. That's four-wheel drive. It looks to be relatively straight. I wonder if they just did the donut in the parking lot before they pulled it up there and parked it. It has a hood emblem. Those normally get stolen. Aftermarket steering wheel. Seat looks nice, but I'm kind of wondering why it's blue. Different style of lug nuts. I don't know. That one, it seems like it has some electrical issues. You know, that's your call. I'm not in the market for that either. Trying to find some. Here we go. 1962 Ford F-150 Heritage. Um, I believe that's a F-100. The truck wasn't driven just 6,900 miles. Unibody with 297 motor. New tires, runs, all windows. Oops. No crack, super cab. Uh, okay. Oh my gosh, look at that. That's a lot of rust. Fixable, but it's a lot of rust. So you give us one up close picture, the one picture of the front end, the rust on that side, no interior shots. And how much did he want for this truck? $5,000. Can we say he might be possibly smoking something? Uh, I know those trucks, the unibody trucks, are upper in value, but there's a bunch of rust, uh, and there's no interior shots. That's just, and I think it's a long bed too. The short beds would be more valuable. Yeah, it's a long bed, so I guess it is a unibody truck, so I don't know if you could cut it down and make it into a short box or not. Okay, let's see about this $8,200 truck. He wants $8,200 for this truck. Manual transmission. Okay, now that makes more sense. It is a 74 Highboy Ford truck. Fuel tank does not go with the truck. Runs and drives, no power steering. Has glass packs. You forgot an S in glass. Super fun truck. $8,200 the best offer. No delivery. Has the title. Now that I know the high boys are more up in the price because Ford did not make too many of the factory four-wheel drives. But the bumper on the front, it doesn't have the factory bumper. The grill under here has been cut. It's busted. It looks like it has a bunch of rust right there. I don't know why it has a Chevrolet hubcap on it. See, that's all been cut out. So you'd have to replace all that too to put a factory bumper back on it. It has some rust down here. It is a 3/4 ton. It doesn't have the original bed. It has a seat cover over the seat. Those must do something with the bed or something. It looks like it was an old farm truck. They did not cut the dash. I did see that. I'd like to know how those rockers and stuff are. I mean, he didn't give a very good picture of those rockers, and it's pretty dirty. I think no, there's no pictures of the rockers. So let me know, guys. Do you think that truck's worth $8,200? The value went down when it didn't have the factory bed or the factory front bumper for me. But that's not something I'm looking for anyway. Here's an 84 Ford pickup. It's been driven 494, 572 miles with a second owner. They want $1,800 for it. It's a 94 F-150 inline, 300 inline six. Uh, I know the inline six are almost bulletproof. You can run them without oil and put oil in them and keep running them. The transmission need rebuilt. All original need to go. Will need to go get title or best offer. Well, they didn't cut the dash out of it. I know it's a straight truck. It has some potential. Um, the tailgate's there. There's some potential in this one. Uh, my question would be whether or not he actually had the title to it. It says he has to go get the title. Not seeing anything. One kind of older. Oops, didn't mean to do that. Okay, let's start looking at this 1968 Ford Galaxy 500. They want $10,000 for it. Factory 390 C6. The interior is almost 75% redone. Has 8-track in the dash. Factory AC. Looking to trade for something with a manual transmission, two-wheel, four-wheel drive. Yeah, they're running it without a air cleaner. I wonder if those blue spark plug wires actually add horsepower. They painted that blue. Doesn't look like the motor's ever been opened. It's funny they're taking pictures at a gas station. I don't know. I don't know if that's a $10,000 car. I don't know the market value on those. It's a pretty cool looking car. Let's top in uh, AMC. Let's see what we can find. There's a 1975 AMC CJ5 Renegade, $5,000. Seller description is has a 304 V8 manual transmission, transfer case, runs, drives, sort of stops, brake lines, rubric needs bleeding, accelerator pump needs adjusting, and it's a project. Bill of sale we consider partial trade. It does have a winch on the front, or at least a winch opening on the front. I didn't see an actual winch back there. Tires look fairly nice. On these, I really don't know what the price value is on them. It looks pretty straight. It looks like it has a lot of not. It doesn't look like it's filled up with rust, but he didn't say anything if he had a hard top for it or anything. So somebody in the Jeep community probably could tell me whether or not that's actually worth it. Like, and again, does not have the title, so that's $500-600 off the top of it for me right then and there. Let's see what else we can find. It's kind of cool. Always liked the some of the AMC cars. Now this one would be a cool car. The AMC Rebel looks like the tires just barely clearing on that size of wheel. It does have some rust in the rockers, which is repairable, but it does look like it's fairly straight. No title, bill of sale, no motor transmission. As a typical AMC rust comes with it, almost perfect grill, front disc brakes, and it has 22 and a new $800 windshield. And there's only one picture. Uh, and again, no title. It's not a problem for me to get a title where I'm at. but it's just, again, one picture. Come on. I do like the body style of that car. 74 International. Here's another Jeep. I like the two door. This is not a Jeep Cherokee. This is a Jeep Wrangler, I believe. Needs tags and title. Project Jeep. Don't know the mileage. Has a 350 Chevy. Runs but not confident it would drive very far at this point. Exhaust hacked off right after, even with the passenger's butt. Steering's vague. Wandering tune up. Leaks most of its fluids. Brakes ain't terrible. Ain't great either. Back window may or may not work. Never going around actually trying it. Floors are rusty. Electrical issues like the British. 4-wheel drive is tough and it looks cool. Uh, it's been whammied pretty hard right there. Real hard. What do y'all think? Doors been cut into. Interior's pretty rough. Y'all think that's worth $2,500? That whole quarter would have to be replaced. So I'm not sure if you could even get that. Let me know if that's worth $2,500. We're not even going to look at this 89 for almost $50,000. I don't have the money for that. Period. In a quote. Let's see. What else can we look at? 360, 5.9, 70 from a 78 Dodge truck, engine and transmission in stock. So they're just selling the engine and transmission on this one. It looks like we're getting into mostly ads there. Uh, let's see what this $7,500 Chevrolet Impala S 4-door sedan. Uh, I know these are going up in value, even the 4 doors. 4-door original title. So they got the original title to this one. Looks like it's a mostly complete car. Does have some rust, but I think a lot of them were like that. They rusted out fairly easy. I don't know. If that was a station wagon, I might consider it, but I don't want a 4-door car. Man, I really do like the body style and the Revel. Here's an AMX. It's just a parts car. Nothing good to look at there. There's a four-door Rebel. There's a Rambler. Asking $800 for best offer. It seems to be a four-door car. I don't know where the hood's at. Needs a back glass. If somebody had another car, that'd probably be a pretty decent parts car for that price. 'Cause I know the sheet metal and stuff is hard to find. That's not even a very good one either. There's a 70 AMX, $7,000 project. Was a 390 auto. Setting it up for a Chevy motor, no front clip rolling project. Looks fairly complete. I thought he said no front clip. Was that a unibody car? Looks like it's fairly straight. It doesn't it doesn't show whether or not it looks like the fenders are on it in this one. But they might not be. That might be the garage floor. I don't know. Uh, that's just another parts car, but not for $7,000. Let's see. Let's do a couple more here. Let's go into uh, international travel laws. This is something I have been kind of looking around for and looking at. Uh, I'd like to put some modern drivetrain in it. Motor will spin over with battery. No rush to sell. I just don't see myself getting to it. No title. 3250. It is a straight travel law. I will put it that way. I always like these travel laws. There's a bunch of rust in that tailgate, and it was a Texas truck. There's some rust up there that can be patched, especially if you're doing a p- patina build. Definitely needs floorboards, and it's missing the gauge cluster and the steering column, like I said in the deal. I would want more of a complete one. Here's one for $5,000. I don't know. That looks like a 3/4 ton, which all of that can be changed out. But there's four pictures of it. No pictures of the inside. 73 ones. I'm not. I really don't care for the body style on the 73 ones, but it would make a kind of cool ride. I think it has a Ford bolt pattern for the wheels. This one looks complete and straight. It is rusted out right there and right there, but for just a daily driver, that might be kind of a cool. It's going to need complete interior work, windshield. That one's probably at $650. That's probably a lot, a pretty nice little project. There's another one I was looking at closer to home, and they wanted $700 for it, but it was hit pretty hard on the driver's side right here. They want 15.5 for this one. Let's go out with a bang and see what this one looks like. It's been lowered. Very cool. Has a fourth Cummins and a 727 transmission. Gets around, gets only runs about 50 mile per hour. It gets lots of. I wonder why it only runs about 50 mile an hour. And then you change out the gears in the rear end. Something. That is a nice looking truck. But I'd want something to drop faster than 50 mile an hour if that's what he's talking about. I guess that's what he's talking about because it's not turned up. Will only run about 50. So I guess they're maxing out on RPMs at 50 mile an hour on the Cummins. But that is a cool looking truck. I think I'd prefer a V8 in mine. Okay, yeah, cool. Here's the one that I was looking at that was closer to home. They want $700 for this one. As you can tell, it's been whammied pretty hard right here. Um, there's no real decent pictures of it. Looks like it's filled up with a bunch of crap. But that other one, that other one for 650 was a, a lot straighter rig for sure. So I've been keeping my eye on that one, but that dents in the door is keeping me from trying to go up there and see it. This one's in Columbus, Kansas. It looks to be all there. It even has the owner's manual. They want $2,000 for this one. The seats are in it. It has the badging. It's missing the radiator. This one doesn't look like it's filled up. Well, yeah, it's got some rust down here. Covered in mold or moss. That one's a pretty straight little truck. I don't think it's worth $2,000 in my opinion. And it doesn't even say if it has a title. That one's kind of cool. It's all there. International Harvester Travel Laws 2-door version. No title. And two pretty crappy pictures. That one might be worth $1,000. Now we're getting into international school buses. And I'm not interested in a school bus. They want $32,000 for this one. Looks like it's been completely restored. Take a look at this 74 International Harvestville Travel Hall. Needs a extensive restoration. Oh, received extensive restoration. That is a dang nice truck. Would I want one that nice? No, I do not. Not for what I want to do with it. And I don't particularly want a four-wheel drive either for what I want to do. But that is a damn nice truck. I will say that all day long. Okay, let's do a couple more, then I'm going to get off of here. Let's type in Chevrolet. I thought it was going to pop up what I was going to look for, but it didn't. Chevrolet pickup truck. All right. Let's do a couple more, then I'm going to get off of here. 1967. That is correct. It's the only year they made it with a smaller round rear window, motor and transmission. Good straight six, three on the tree. They're making a nice truck with some TLC. These trucks are getting harder to find. $2,900 are best offer. Um, these trucks are out there. I mean, there's the 71 and 2 seem to be what I come across the most time, but the 67s and 68s are a little harder to come by. But I don't believe in any way, shape, or form that is a $2,900 truck, though. I didn't even see if it had a title or not. I don't want to do that 77. Uh, so here's a 69 for 2000. It looks to be straight. It looks like it has. Sorry, guys. I was received a phone call. 69 C10 truck, $2,000. Clean title. Okay, that helps a bunch on this one. No motor, no trans, minimal rust. It's ready for somebody to build. The title is in his name. Is that rust poking through the hood? I don't know what year they started putting disc brakes on this truck, but it looks to be fairly complete. And I like this guy's pictures. Needs a radiator, motor, and transmission, like you said. I think the heater box is missing. I don't know if that's a factory AC truck. All that's missing, but somebody would probably put vintage air in this truck anyway. It looked to be automatic. The rockers are not too bad. Yeah, I think the parts off this truck, it's probably well worth the $1,500 to $2,000 range, depending on how far you had to drive to go get it. Um, let's see here. Let's keep looking. I'm just going to do a couple more, and then I got some other stuff I need to do. Here's a 1983 regular cab long bed, one owner. Been sitting a while, got it to start, and drove around the block. Tranny shift great, would be a great trade for a motorcycle or something equivalent. He has four pictures of it. $1,300 on this one. You could definitely get your part. The rallies alone on this one, if it had all four rallies, looks like it has all four rallies, missing one beauty ring. But $1,300 on this truck alone. If the motor ran good, there's several good parts on this one. So this could be a donor vehicle. He didn't say anything about a title on this one. There's no pictures of the interior, but for $1,300 on this one, you probably could get your money back plus some on this one. I would definitely go get this truck, and if it was closer to home, the rally wheels alone, that's about $500 value. So because they're complete. Uh, but yeah, this would definitely be a decent truck to go get, and it's price reasonable. I don't even think I would probably haggle too much with him if it had a title and it did drive, like he said. That is actually priced pretty reasonable. I'm going to do a couple more and then get off here. Don't want to do the Blazers. I don't know much about a Blazer. I don't know the Blazers' values. Ah, here's one. A 78 C10. Comes with a video. It looks like it's probably running in this video. Seller description is 78 C10 Silverado runs and drives typical rust, new exhaust, new radiator. So there's some new parts on this one. It is rusty in the rockers. It has newer style Chevrolet wheels on it. This would be definitely a good candidate to cut down and make into the short box. The interior looks fairly decent. Seat needs to be recovered. He has a cover on the dash, so I don't know. But yeah, they make a patch panel for that, and I know you can get those rocker panels, so that's not that bad. And they typically rust right there anyway. As you can tell, this truck was probably painted white first, and they did the red, and it's rusting about there. You could probably pick you up a whole fender and kind of do some match patina work on that one. Tailgate looks to be in real good shape. I do like these covers on the tailgate. But then again, you're talking a long bed Chevrolet pickup. There's tons of them out there, and he wants $6,000 for this truck. I don't believe it's a $6,000 truck. It doesn't even say if he has the title. I really seriously doubt that's a $6,000 truck. Uh, I'm just sorry if you put a new radiator, do the stuff on it, you get it running. That does up the value, but you can't get your all your money out of your parts if you do something like that. 78 short, narrow, no motor. Calls it a project truck. It wouldn't be very hard to paint that one bedside back white, and you have two pictures. I can't make a judgment call on this one because the pictures are kind of crappy, and this description is kind of crappy. But it does not have a motor, and it doesn't specify if it has a title or not. So let's move on, and we're going to do one more, and then we'll get off of here. I don't want to do this $11,800 truck. Probably should have put on a better filter, but I'm just scrolling through here. I'm just kind of scrolling through here and seeing what we can see. Anything with flashy colors. I do want to do something older. Oh, let's look at this 55 in Chandler, Oklahoma. All right. It has a clean title, so that's something going for it. It's not quite a barn find, but it was under a lofting shed with junk all around it, and half the roof was gone. It has been on the road since 1988. It's mostly there, minus the carb for sure. The engine is locked up. Most of the glass is good. Tires hold air. Buying as is where it is. Thanks for looking. It also has a title. The center grill of the driver's side is missing. This is a short bed, $3,000. If you see it, I still have it. Thanks a lot. This truck has some pretty cool patina on it, and I've always really liked this type of body style of truck. Uh, you'd have to find a grill. I'm pretty sure those are pretty easy to find. But this truck is not beat up at all. It has a small rust hole right there, but you know that wouldn't even concern me if what I would do with the truck. I would just put spray some protection on the inside of the fender and let the hole be there. It's not beat up. The radiator looks to be there. He has a few parts thrown in there. Needs a seat. The dash is complete looking. The hinge area doesn't seem to be all rusted out. I know that was one of the problems on these trucks. It has a motor, and if you spent enough time, you may you may be able to get that to break free. But that'd be a good one for a good carb swap or engine swap. I said carb. This is a pretty complete truck. We're back to the first picture again. Uh, it is a 5 window cab. You know, put you a 350 in it, get you a seat. wash it real good, put some patina sauce on there, and I believe all day long this truck is in such good shape. It is probably worth the $3,000 to $3,300. He's asking 35, but I mean, where this truck is at, I would have to minus some for travel, but get this truck running and driving. These would be a great candidate for a even a S10 frame swap. It's a nice looking truck. It really is. And the fact that all four tires are holding there, yeah, I would definitely give real close to the asking price on this one. Now these trucks are getting real hard to find, so that's why I wouldn't argue much on that one with him. But I'm fixing to have to get going. I have some other responsibilities to do today. But we'll scroll through here and see if we can't find. Oh, here's a 52 long bed. This will be the last one, guys. Uh, 52 long bed. It's missing the driver's door. Only has a bill of sale. And this truck is for you. They want $2,600 for it. Oh, it's missing both doors and the front fenders. Uh, I don't know where all those parts are. I would definitely buy the other one we just looked at first. It's a complete truck. I don't think that's. I don't know what the sheet metal is valued at on this one, so I can't answer your questions. These type of trucks, I just don't have no knowledge of. Okay, I do have some other responsibilities. Let's scroll through here right quick. Oh, here's a cool one. This is a Chevrolet short bed extended cab. They didn't make very many of these. Uh, and he is right. It's fairly rare. I've only seen one or two in my life. Needs motor and transmission. Will only come with a bill of sale. Let me reread that, make sure I said that right. Okay, so his ad's wrong. It has a good, clean green title. He wants $5,000 for his truck, and he's pretty firm. Let's see. Let's look at this right quick. Okay, first off, it's missing all the grill components. I don't know where the hood is. The interior has been gutted. I think these extended cab trucks had kind of like blazer seats in them. And just because it's a rear truck does not mean it's worth $5,000. The body looks fairly straight, but there's only 5 pictures of this truck. Okay, you're looking at probably $8,000 for a new repop hood. I don't know how much the grill stuff is going to cost. Uh, Finding the correct seat frames for this truck because I know those seats had to fold up so people could get in the back. Glove box doors in the floor. The back seats are either folded up or appear to be missing. Guys, y'all take this as this is. I mean, he doesn't mention that he has any of the interior parts, the hood, the grill. He just thinks it's a rare truck and he wants $5,000 for it. In the shape it's in, especially no title. You know, it's worth something, but it's not worth $5,000 because you'd have to put $5,000 in it to find all the missing parts. Because this truck did use the special seats, and I'm not sure if they used they couldn't have used the Blazer seats in this truck. But anyways, guys, I'm gonna get off of here. I got some other responsibilities. I hope you liked this video. Please hit that like button. Please hit the subscribe button, and I'll catch you on the next one.